Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Green Dawn. My name is Wilfred. So now I'm playing the Reign of Terra mod that transformed this Green Dawn into somewhat like a Diablo 2 kind of game. So the author has been, well, the group of people has been pretty faithful to the setup of the map, to the NPC, down to the cutscene as well, using the Diablo 2 kind of like a format. And now I'm playing a Druid, so all the power, all the skills, and the skill tree as well is also a replica of the Diablo 2 game as well. So it's almost like playing a Druid. Now, of course, I don't transform the werewolf, but there are things that I could do as well, which is kind of nice. Now, this mod is actually rather hard for the new player because if you don't have the resistance on, you will get pretty much a pretty hard time trying to get by this game. So I started off with the Druid, and I use the fire kind of build because I do need the kind of firepower. I'll get to my power in just a bit because I need the AoE area of effect kind of like set up so that I can take down some of this, like really a lot of mobs are going on so far. And for those who have played Diablo 2, you'll probably recognize some of this like mod or boss name and location as well. It's very much just like the D2 or Diablo game. So I have a lot of fun this weekend trying it out. I was a little bit skeptical when it comes to a mod that looked like a Diablo 2, like the StarCraft 2. But this one looks like pretty promising. Of course, the base game Green Dawn is very much like also inspired, I guess, by the Diablo kind of like format. So it does help as well. Now this is a rogue mercenary, by the way. Green Dawn doesn't have a follower or mercenary like D2. But what it does is that what the author has done is to use the rogue as one of the enhancement or augmentation to one of the gear sets. So by doing that, you could summon the rogue as well. And by the way, I've got a set item here as well, which is kind of nice because with the set here, I get my attack speed kind of like attack power turn into kind of health as well. So a little bit of life leeching as well. So with that, I mean, when the gears start to go better, when I start to collect more gear, the cover up various kind of resistance, then my life get a little bit better. Now, of course, the build kind of matter as well, and I'll like to share with you what I've done with my Druid so far. First 10 level, not that far, but sounds like a big achievement. The fact that it's quite slower, the progress, just like the good old days as well. I'm using the Pharaoh Rage from the Druid tree as a main power. So what it does is that it has multiple charges to it. The more you hit, the more powerful it is, and also increase the whole movement speed as well. Like a Pharaoh kind of thing. I use Firestorm on my right mouse button. Firestorm is kind of nice. You see like a cone shape kind of like a fire that casts in front. It's very straightforward, just a burn and a fire damage to it. On the passive wise, I use a werewolf. Werewolf is for additional health, a bit of like attack speed, attack power kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, I think those are pretty good as a DPS kind of just to buff the DPS a little bit. And I use the Oak Sage, which is a little kind of like a fireball following me. It is a summon or a pet that helped me to have increased health regen as well as increased health. So rather to build that way in a sense. Then all in all, I've got other things like the Cyclone armor as well. Later on you'll see button number 3 is basically an armor whereby it reduces the elemental damage upon the character. It helps a little bit as well. I use Fissure, the button number 2. That one is to, you can see a little thing like erupted from the ground. It does take a little bit of like animation, but once it kind of like erupt, it does kind of like fire damage as well, burn as well. Now my another power that I hit pretty hard is the Molten Boulder. The Molten Boulder does the both physical and the fire damage. But the good thing about it is that I'm fortunate enough to have gear to augment the skill up by 2 kind of thing. upon level 10, I can dual class and can see that quite a lot of interesting classes. You have Classic Necromancer, Amazon, Barbarian, Assassin, Sorcerer, Paladin. Those are the classic D2 kind of like classes that you could mix with the Druid, or you can mix it with the traditional Green Dawn classes as well. So my Druid can mix with, I don't know, a Shaman or whatever it is. So the possibility is pretty you know, amazing if you think on it. So I'm really excited, very happy to try out some of this combination and see. I still haven't made up my mind what to do in my Druid. I could do a little bit of I think I'm torn a little bit between Assassin or another one. I can't remember. Amazon maybe. So I still trying to get a sense of what to do first, but in a way, all in all, pretty fun. This guy is yet another guy that is like guarding the tree, and I do a bit of editing because it just take a little bit long. But it's pretty hard to down some of these like bosses and so on. And this one, I mean, all this hard work pays off, and then you get the tree, and the tree drop you a scroll whereby you can get to decipher it. The next step is actually to find Dark Cane, and so there's called cane stones, and there's like a little puzzle there. It's not that hard. So basically, there's a scroll there, and if you open up the scroll, you would then have the sequence of the stone that you could touch as well. So it's a bit of like I mean, to those who made the mod, I mean, this mod is really pretty amazing. I'm very impressed with the kind of like amount of work that's being put in. I think it's 4 years they've tried to do this guy. They have done this. I mean, by the way, this is a lot of lightning damage. Initially, I thought, well, I could tank it, but it kind of hit me pretty hard eventually. So, and I think I forgot to put on my Cyclone kind of like yeah, I got my Cyclone armor. So yeah. A little bit rough there, but I think all in all, we managed to take it down. And then this is the cane stone. There's a certain sequence to it, pretty interesting. So you need to touch it 5 times, and after that, you open a portal to find and rescue Darkened Cane once again. You know, kind of funny thing though, I mean, I've got the base game Diablo 2 in my library. I don't remember going this far, so that means that I haven't really gone that far yet, by the way. So yeah, Reign of Terror is a wonderful kind of like mod. If you have Green Dawn plus the latest 2 DLC, my suggestion is that grab it. I mean, just download it. It's about 6 to 7 gigabyte, but I just BitTorrent it is a lot easier than direct kind of download from the Google Doc or whatever it is. And then there's another hot patch that you know, kind of you can just apply to it. It's pretty straightforward. The installation is very easy. You could find it in the link below that I show you how to do it. Alright, so now this is the end of the video, and thank you so very much for watching here to sort of like, you know, save Darkened Cane. And yeah, I still open for ideas for those of you who would like to kind of like let me know what kind of class shall I mix with my Druid. So this is it, Darkened Cane, and I managed to save him. And then going back to Rogue Encampment, and there are more kind of like, you know, things to do. All right, see you next time. Goodbye.